of an imperial monetary agenda. The Western banking system controls a worldwide electronic banking network. The control of money creation at a world level constitutes the ultimate instrument of economic and social domination. The creation of fiat money provides a command over the real economies of countries worldwide. The ultimate lever of the U.S. NATO imperial design is to override and destroy national currencies. Michelle Chosudovsky.
At the end of the day, I don't have to crib.
I see.
Value. Or quantify the value of your money to the dollar.
Wow.
Meanwhile, American dollar also is buy by the military.
Yeah.
And you gold in the back, you know.
U.S. military might.
In the end, graphic of 2010, also U.S. debt hits 13 trillion. Just say only the most indebted country in the world. We are 2010. And now back big African debt burdens written off our back again. Already Martina Davis on our Troy. We are 2015. And what I say, okay, maybe I may war structure your friend is a hypocrite.
Ex-president
before the ban. Then according to this, you know, or I just say a company I see a writing off Rinina and then Nina Asaba. Talking about global indebtedness. Talking about global indebtedness. The more can Ghana have here. Ghana's debt.
Hey!
Baba, see. Say, I go your system, people. Well, system, we are going politicians about we are about promises or Mamma Water. But all my own who say, debt money system, no, we no can't see Casino, but then what the Gumama was about the now one will be necessary. May the man why the men know me Mississippi. Oh, the Okodio.
Big African debt burdens written off are back again. A decade after Bono and other stars helped bring relief, some nations' borrowings are approaching the same levels. But Ghana also, Ghana's debt was 82% of GDP in 2005, just before the international community forgave about half of it. It's now up to 73% of GDP and growing. According to the International Monetary Fund, in 2003 terms, its debt stood at $7.5 billion. The debt level in today's dollar is now nearly $25 billion.
Debt money system.
I don't understand your card.
So the mission. Yes, guys, so the mission. It's enough. Wow. You get a crime belly fast. Ya baby USA system ya work. Structure adjustment 1980. And World Bank the IMF can say Africa, your economy no are stunted. Stunted now it is a the cash crop economic system. Imperialists no buy colonial times. One be who say enough raw materials. And one can say and only a dear pa you bet me their world market. Yeah, you be foreign estate. It was started say the name of in their raw state. And the call yeah. The idea was to feed European factories. Normally we are almost at the end product, you know. Ya sa export to abroad. Yeah, consume. And in either way, you know, on our control market. Oh yeah. Raw material they buy on our fixed price. The finished good no they buy on our fixed price. It also be illegal. A Ghana with no advantage of money there.
This is Wake Up Africa. I be mine. Sorry.
Wow. Who advantage of any day. The other tier is a Debiano. We need level playing field. What we say? I did a question. That will be sure. Daniel ball. That's I mean I'm here referee. Me liar match commissioner. I'm sorry player. I'm saying mobile. No, that's what happens. According to the rules. Yes, I'm a man small. When I also remember. It is one who said, me Sisifua, call baby. I could do no way you call baby. No,
no, business say sorry, I call him.
Fantastic. If you're the Emina, you're the Humina, Kokushim, and my echo cancer structural adjustment. Now, structural adjustment, and I will say, my woman is a book way, summarize it, be ya. And the who said, yeah, really, and some we are my specifics. Any that's what I said.
Profit over people, resource extraction and structural adjustment, globalized immiserating of the poor and the vulnerable. Wow. Okay. I'll say the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund began to tie loans to structural adjustment programs, which channeled more of the debtor countries' financial and productive resources toward debt repayment. Structural adjustments were originally imposed on an ad hoc basis upon individual nations when it appeared that they could not keep up with existing debt payments. Wow. By 1985, 15 debtor nations had been subjected to SAFs, which is SAPs. And by 1991, a quarter of the World Bank's total lending was tied to structural adjustment in 54 nations. As more of the debtor nations' dwindling resources went to the debt service, new loans were simply used to repay previous loans. And the total debt of the low-income nations more than quadrupled from $100 to $473 billion between 1980 and 1992. World Bank and IMF reforms continued, and by the mid-1990s, more than 100 countries and 80% of the world's population had been structurally adjusted. The average developing nation's debt payments were a third of its gross national products. When no more money or exports can be squeezed from the poor, selling state-owned companies to northern corporations becomes an option. Once again, a handful of multinational corporations are the beneficiaries. Structural adjustments proved to be such a useful tool for leveraging corporate power that it was time to make it a permanent part of the global economy, and that is just what the international trade treaties of the 1990s have done. Codify the elements of structural adjustments into international law. Hey!
Wow! Your money, your team, and on structural adjustment, you know, the now. We are public agenda. January 26, 2009. Dr. Kosibuto Sabran and late President Mills government not take IMF we say previous government, you know, while overspending in CKBM deficit we are by my asem and my Dr. Kosibuto we baby jinem. No no focus of attention. But before then, what can be? I say politicians should be sincere about Ghana's economy. No, Kasa, no be do baby no say. We 1982. You started your structural adjustment here.
Okay, me read it from the public agenda, Monday edition, January 26, 2009. Dr. Kosibuto asked politicians to be sincere about Ghana's economy. Me read it from reminiscent. Okay. Reminiscent on the economic history of Ghana when he was finance minister, Dr. Boche said, most people today have forgotten what the economy was in 1982 when we started. People queued to buy uncooked kenke. There were bushfires. Most of the banks were bankrupt and inflation was running at 120%. We had large arrears of debt. We owed Nigeria almost $600 million of oil we had bought. 1 million Ghanaians were deported into Ghana from Nigeria and Cote d'Ivoire at the height of the economic crisis. Okay. Right. Stabilizing the microeconomy was very important. At that time, balancing the budgets and providing incentives for the people to work, he said. He said at that time the cedi was not convertible and we had to establish the interbank market, introducing the Forest Bureau and capital market. We had to establish a new prudential environment for the banks to function. We also laid the foundation for liberal economic development in those days.
But the conditions of free IMF for whatever. And you know, council, you do way by the way about. Now you're near my dictate Amagan. Forest Bureau, and trade liberalization. Points only the Abaha.
See, main.
Over to me, I can't ever IMF standby for the World Bank.
Okay. Another trend was toward more program aid. That is, aid given with definite stipulations, often within the context of an overall program of economic planning, to which a recipient nation had to agree in order to obtain the aid or loans. Essentially, this practice of program aid aimed at reducing the maneuverability and increasing the accountability of third world recipient nations was similar to IMF standby arrangements for meeting balance of payments deficits. We have already discussed some of the aspects of IMF policy which form the basis for standby arrangements accountability. Stated more explicitly, the program of accountability or conditionality generally includes IMF demands for 1. Abolition of liberalization of controls on foreign exchange and imports by the recipient nation. That is, the reduction of any form of protectionism against U.S. or European goods, investments, and free trade.
Every day, Forest Bureau buy.
Wow.
They liberalize the foreign exchange. And then buy it. Because you're doing the buy. And so our conditions are my.
Devaluation of the exchange rate, currency devaluation. 3. Domestic anti-inflation.
Say the total dollar.
Wow.
Is it? And I'm working kind of.
3. Domestic anti-inflationary practices such as control of bank CDs. Bank credits rather, higher interest rates and higher central reserve requirements, control of government spending.
Yes,
expenditure.
And you say, cut it down, cut it down, cut it down, cut it down.
Reduction of so-called extravagant social services and programs, increases in taxes prices, abolition of subsidies on consumer items, that is wage controls, encouragement of foreign investment.
It is subsidies, petrol, electricity, money, working car.
Wow.
I say, when you buy, okay, we want cabin government expenditure, one paper, well in the time. What Osafumafu did not tell us, IMF for say, won't cut it down, more expenditure.
Sure.
President knows buy knows rescue plan or some the austerity about the government expenditure and you need and free her and President Mahama buy Ghana will continue to regulate its expenditure. Emma the minister or can the government take steps to control expenditure.
Is it that enona ama se obi nyan ni akonya obetena kira kase pio obetena so a na yakana
sabe what that be and you try no and Dr. Kosibo so I read we win now from the economy back on track. Yes, I have the world economy back on track. Graphic 20 November 9 2001 economy on track finance minister Safumafu. Ono e kan dey. Papa we buy do for and also by Daily Graphic 3rd July 2009 economy back on track says do for so I can be government on track. We've achieved encouraging results of make employment targets and your friend is saying Ken also by economy stable right on track despite ban rule review of expenditure 2017 into the word back on track there but a man Dr. Kosibetri run it, maybe buff on par, a high point, you know. Or the camera says, oh, I'm a performing dictated to us. Then, a program, and you do call or Muma and Ghana's financial reform not dictated by IMF, Dr. Butri. And 1990.
Also not dictated.
Not dictated. When you are no be dictated man, but you can hear and they may dictate you. Botre advises government on SAP. If I unya or my idea, Dr. Botre said Ghana did not go to the International Monetary Fund to be dictated to. We did our thorough analysis of our situation before going to them. Granted. After 1996, because he would be resigning. Well, resigning, you know, as some more kind of person, wow, kind, and you
which is
to her.
okay.
Can people make reference to
okay. Special focus on investments inside the public agenda. Public agenda, July to 7. I think a weekly paper. 1996. Wow. See, the World Bank, IMF, and other international financial institutions, he said, have been in the driver's seat. They did not. Are they? No, they did not take us. No, they okay. He said, which is Dr. Kosibochi Asemna making now, have been in the driver's seat, resulting in the design of policies and the order in which they have followed, which have failed to take account of Africa's economic, political, and social realities. The motivation behind economic policies, he argued, should not be the considerations of the IFIS, but rather they should be guided by considerations that go beyond negotiation or negotiated covenants and embrace a total vision of the country's long-term development.
Fantastic.
Dr. Kosibochi.
Now,
are they dictating?
Okay, we say
wow.
And we're going. Or by being, yes, I think in Kano. Now, we're back. Not President Mahama say, yes, I call IMF. You can compare supplementary BBB. I will too soon say, Dr. Kosibochi, Unabe head. Nanko Bia, when you go for your deal leader. We need to say the only city. Uba can say, correct the head of the team now, and we will negotiate. Kabe can say, hey, you're right, so I'm why. And so you do anymore. I said, I can't say economy Nipabina. Anna, maybe my son baby. Oh, your friend John Perkins, or Joe Book. And also Confessions of Economic Hitman.
Okay.
The confession is why I say, what would you mommy and say, what would you create? What resources are? What here? What corporations in here between about seas to say, be oil. Now, will be Sarah. What no bar, young Baba and say, when Baba could prep this like a CB, if you be a World Bank. No, they are Bassett. Oh, the person would have now the yellow oil near me, but she can't have a co-American corporations, no. Now, dear, oh, my baby, in a canoe. Yeah, trouble was a weekend. And one more around my banner because oh, okay, they are going to mean to you. And then the better I am, I didn't know why you know my your companies, we call me real cheap. And I say, yeah, Baba, the two are oh, United Nations, crucial. I make a full yam support. And you know, to my yes, idea, okay,
and so, how do we economic hitmen work? Well, the most common way, and Dave just read a bit of that, is that we will identify a country, a third world country, that has resources that our corporations covet, like oil. And then we'll arrange a huge loan to that country from an organization like the World Bank. But this loan doesn't go to the country. Instead, it goes to U.S. corporations, Halliburton, Bechtel, Brown and Root, you know the names. Those are the ones that get the money. And they build big infrastructure projects in this country, power plants, ports, highways, industrial parks, things that benefit the very rich who are in collaboration with the corporatocracy, but they don't benefit the poor. The poor aren't connected to the power grids. They don't have the skills to get the jobs in the industrial parks. They don't own cars to drive on the highways or ships to use in the ports. The country's left holding a huge debt, so huge you can't possibly repay it. So at some time, we economic hitmen go back and say to the country, listen, You can't pay your debts, so give us a pound of flesh. Sell oil to our oil companies real cheap. Or vote with us on the next critical United Nations vote. Or send troops in support of ours to someplace in the world like Iraq. And in that way, we've built this empire. There's a lot of other things we've done, but that's the most common and most typical one. Sometimes we fail, not very often. I failed miserably in Panama with Omar Torrijos, I personally, and in Ecuador with Jaime Roldos. And I detail this in the books, but what happens then is what we call the jackals go in. The jackals overthrow governments, as we tried to do in 2002 with Hugo Chavez in Venezuela, or they assassinate the leaders of these governments, as they did with Jaime Roldos in Ecuador and Omar Torrijos in Panama. I felt deeply guilty for that, because I particularly liked Torrijos, who I knew quite well personally, and I knew that if I failed to bring him around, the jackals were likely to step in, and they did. He died in a fiery airplane crash. I have no doubt it was a CIA orchestrated assassination done by jackals. On the few occasions when the jackals also fail, then, and only then, does the military go in. That's what happened in Iraq. To understand Iraq, and I'm going to talk a little bit about my perspective on Iraq in just a minute, but to really understand it, we first have to understand Saudi Arabia.
Conditions now about the kind of view I have because Papa ya me kan na sem no the whole sa proper by e ha no bi mu a maybe a question me person bizarre say e ya mpanyam pa say the John Perkins kan no u dem ana do the kan economic hitmen na adwuma o ye
okay
video ti
economic hitmen EHMs are highly paid professionals who cheat countries around the globe out of trillions of dollars.
Fantastic.
They funnel money from the World Bank, the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, and other foreign aid organizations into the coffers of huge corporations and the pockets of a few wealthy families who control the planet's natural resources. Their tools include fraudulent financial reports, rigged elections, payoffs, extortions, sex, and murder.
Oh. Yeah, very control.
They play a game as old as empire, but one that has taken on new and terrifying dimensions during this time of globalization. I should know I was an EHM.
Papa will confess you.
Wow.
The book no say ni.
So they wrote that in 1982, yeah.
Copy ni e dey aba. Bibi o ma ye ba be kan.
Wow.
Me question no me bisa no, me per answer.
Me get a headache.
I say we economic hitmen.
Wow. Okay. We economic hitmen are crafty. We learned from history. Today we do not carry swords. We do not wear armor or clothes that set us apart. In countries like Ecuador, right? Nigeria and Indonesia, we dress like local school teachers and shop owners. In Washington and in Paris, we look like government bureaucrats and bankers. We appear humble, normal. We visit project sites and stroll through impoverished villages. We profess altruism, talk with local papers about the wonderful humanitarian things we are doing. We cover the conference tables of government committees with our spreadsheets and financial projections, and we lecture at the Harvard Business School about miracle.
We lecture.
We lecture. We lecture at the Harvard Business School about the miracles of microeconomics. That is macroeconomics.
Experience. I know 202. Dr. Kosibotwe again.
Wow.
Oba say Oba bepe NDC for flag bearership. And omodi ni profile bi beto net so. Copy ni. Na hana assembly nyina ho.
Assembly
na assembly nyina ho.
Okay, who is Dr. Kosibotwe? October 27, 2002. From while serving as Finance and Economic Minister, Dr. Kosibotwe was a development advisor at the Harvard Institute for International Development. He left for the Harvard Center for International Development as Director of African Program. African Programs Research in 1998, where he lectured in managing economic reform in low-income countries.
How is it different from?
Okay, Harvard Business School about the miracles of macroeconomics.
And the question is, Dr. Kosibotri.
Okay, at the Kennedy School at the Harvard University.
And the question is, Professor Botri, we are economic hitman, senior. John Perkins' book, no,
this is a question.
I
was so Wake Up Africa and yes, wow. Honestly, I say, me who dreaming. It seems Africa yada. This man, I think, I say Yayira, I said Yayira, oh, I be my said Yayira, oh. Ekwabia yekono kwanta basa eze yene nam kwanta basa ono na sisuku ni yenkobio asori ni yenkobio kotu ni nhebio kwasi broni mama be ton wate anyway wake up Africa na ene yenkomo ayedie no ye hyase na wotwe a etwamu na ye hwe ewiase mienu aya ewo honom to say ewo hono wiase mienu a mienu yetim ya Israel kroma ene ejaya amiati asese eye nade ene anya senetie ena akabum ena ediwiase so na ansa na yebekọ nkroma ho no ma yehwe womo a womo ekondo se womo de womo ho ebedom Wake Up Africa ekuo no na me ya domo a October 7 October boss many da etosonson ye bie Kumasi branch ni gidi a enye asem ketwa I said before ye nie ye ni yada ni ye nyame we should wake up from our slumber and no any summer Wake Up Africa e ka hwe ye eti nyame ye adoma 7th October 2017 ye Kumasi branch asem school ye bie ewiadum ye no pepepe ye de hihye so Mr. Shannon so tro date ne to October 7th October na organizers so our various regions in Ghana. Yes, we were baby also between edo ho ka wo mo ho na fe no books nso ahodra ewa ha bebre books no enya asem ketwa the book of Joshua right Joshua right Joshua and obehu Joshua and 2nd Samuel ni nyina ewo mo referred to in Joshua and 2nd Samuel very good book as wunya bia ebebra ye pa number C any region see or more reps and maybe bo edi amount Eastern region for nyinem okwa nyinema obenya Mr. Mensa Eastern region kwa dia from Mr. Mensa or my direction na baby obi an wakwa akopɛ books ne bi ato na nyama bi so awon ti ase no obeboa Mr. Mensa contact 020 741 2434 Patrotini 020 741 2434 Koferi dia sokumi ewo ho abefre no was 0249 622212 0249 622212 Takradi from for Isaac ewo 0543 757565 0543 757565 and no Isaac Takradi Takwa from Fred Dada ewo 0244 446141 we patrol tinye na tro ni yebio 0244 446141 wasakro pon for and afi I am free munyina mo fe Michael Buedi 050 268 9833 050 268 9833 Sashiri also for amwako jumper ewo ho amon friend 0246 79 4479 0246 794479 Achimoda ene ayebi for so Emfe Bosco 0548 054368 0548 054368 Akosombo ene Volta Mosomon Fre Antoinette 0243 822647 0243 822643 Kumasi eso monfe owusu ewo 020 82360520 02082360052 and Kumasi for so mobenya Mama Africa for all the books Wake Up Africa and as a Free the Mind movement as sure no Mama Africa number 020 7782 481 020 7782 481. Techiman for Smufo Kofi Yesu, Kofi Jesus Christ. 0546 899430 0546 899430. Asanko Mosmofe Pamela L 05 that is 0241 Mr. Mutini Pamela Diano Asanko 0241 500019 0241 500019 Signane for and so Monfre 0248 618129 0248 618129 David Ebeji Signane for so Yao Dominic eso ewo boase fonina and friend 0242 543893 Yao Dominic wo boase nti boase fon freno 0242 543892 right so far we more any organizers NASA reps Emma Free the Mind movement and now Wake Up Africa mobetumi afro na books no unsa ebetumi can be very powerful onya bia ababo Yeshua the Hebrew Messiah or Jesus the Christian Christ Israel
Mami
Ejaya wakapi nwa wakambe bre na
yo I would say would be any
too much
better I want to be a share no we going to say enko foi o menye ba yira abrewajo
o say yetumde echilesi that's Wake Up Africa
enu ntina amanfo eba bram 7th October no so one month on your bintina
cry
because the chima fo nyina eba sunya fo nyina eba they don't go school here for example go school
and I transfer for so call for bad one and not for
me elementary school road ma elementary school
me elementary going school kitom sai to pa come
the day fo nyina eba
wow
7th October.
We are seeing a bar as a
topic it be biadono very powerful to identify the people of the Bible.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is a coach anymore.
That is it, to identify the people of the Bible. And I'll be sure no one. It's a nipo mo bano doso. Now as a coordinator no we hear me number 0244 68 6557.
Obi frey me no so up number. Me can show any plan and your YouTube and so what share every Royal TV no okay YouTube and so Royal TV Wake Up Africa ubenya previous ones no current ones you know the yebeye nyina substantial ones ni nyina no ni nyina ubenya ahwe ni nyanya ubenya ahwe
na fonya we say na bibia also no and do 11:30 to 12 o'clock no I no more repeat o ye program yes I be so the same television station
Royal
TV no
some more repeat
ebu on mon say Sunday pe and do bia no so aya
obetimi anya ahwe
yeah and do by 12 o'clock it no nanai afi no be better television ho of akam nyina be say obeka dey mama na for breaking Islamic world, we're breaking Christian world, we're breaking Hebrew world. Bibi I don't want to say. If you see me, na here you are saying, we can the economics of the demona. Why demona? And if you me back akra, me pia asamono. And you know Isaiah 65 verse 17.
Heaven not say the calling of the Gentiles. The calling of the Gentiles. Isaiah 65 verse 17. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth.
When a man for anti-fear now, about what I say, and I mean, me wua, no transfer forever. Asam we say, I don't know for catcher, as I say, every big ba, say the mayor.
Wow.
Quite.
Okay, for behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind. But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing and her people a joy.
I create where?
Jerusalem.
Jerusalem. Where?
19. And I will rejoice in Jerusalem and joy in my people. And the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. 20. There shall be no more things an infant of days, nor an old man that hath not filled his days, nor the child shall die 100 years old.
That's a whoa. No, Obunya below age. That's a whoa.
But the sinner, being 100 years old, shall be accursed. And they shall build houses and inhabit them.
And then God also don't know about home. And you say Jessica, so seed, 5 million, so seed, to oil, to sticker. Now who call the more, almost sano, you transfer from this part to the enemy.
And they shall build houses, that is 21, and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. 22. Okay.
So me catch me say, have you heard the mono? I come the wa, buffon the fire before no. Okay, buffon say, me di fufu ni abon kwan. Buffon for no na for don kwan. Wonya flavor no. No go fire man want me.
Oh, this is you call upon the food na be see when him. Me pe. Anodi an woni ndia nka me bisa. Ko containing crumble stew go so. I dey say I work am.
Ko be wonya bi.
Chemenya bi.
E say spaghetti ni.
Me ma me kon event to be na no.
Atami si we ko man penda no we go me say o tengo pa abeni fa. Well, if I say if I know deception. Now Muhammad Kasembi, His Excellency. Also when say that about Umia, as more can be him on the sword, stop no. Because that time he was the president. But we can say, also Muhammad is incompetent. Now I say, American can say, the repetition of lies become truth. Also, Muhammad can.
Auntie, Bamian did not kind of man, a better case.
I don't know what you say, the grandpa, incompetent grandpa. Let's get this man out of power. But let me can say me. Or say to be a leader, any problem, but to maintain.
Sure.
You see, until your mom be able to say, I'm part of a hop, now call the more, who got no go to me, that moment, you know, because a Jimakia, me fear no, since I was a contest party, if you know what they say, that could do more than Pepe, and move over to them, number 5 amount. It's no
crowd there, so you man now, yen. And the bet you but could be a kind of fee. Oh, it's me. Maybe I'm two foundation. You know, foundation.
I was so what you say, let's say, will be a divine person, who a conscious man person. No, I do not say, no, something is wrong to African people. I'm telling the facts. It's not be the person on paper. And Odibone, we say what the one who Pemuka say, Jesus Christ, you have not say, we are Yabeji Wunkwa. And to know Obia Bolibi Kwapa, or you know, Sadia me, evil. If I'm permanent, associate, I should know. I can't say, some of us are now. That's what we went in fear 65 years old. We are here. $55,000. I have the video.
Oh, yeah.
Obia share. But most of what I bear, some of the also we are giving me and we here. We say, oh, we are giving us over $5,000 so account some more. That's what the man. And the most important thing. Then you to then we say, if I fetch money, before I do something, we have the impact. And will be out there. I could do more. Because some of the father, oh, I say, what are the budget? What are the budget? As I say, the woman can cancel them more. The woman can say, as I saw them more. Trust me, pray. Sasa we say no and offer a break say kingdom no economics the tie human to human ecology me nya wonya unya menya time nti no come break marriage you break health another part no no but the chair will say the go point hindi na yesu ba se ko ba te kire no ema fofia nto ata the pamule firi hono no ena azare kan ye yesu ba se ko ba se djuma we say so ba se yakopon ni na yere aben anyi na ben the kingdom of God is at hand. It's at hand. Now oba be je de odi fa ze na aka to no so ena fofia nto ata pa ena sa hindi na se aben wiase aba Israel demona ena wo kenkan no se ya boa dia kenkan so mo de no wo ni ho abadam ni ho
okay
emona obi ato bi monda ebi ni ho no problem they say ye de no ubewu ogu ho na bawu no is one nyini if you consider the age of this man me who man we say now no a small boy no oya by the fireside e wo TV so no na small boy o na be bokola
nothing
na me say one day be problem the mama will be share papa we see look at the age. Last week, I Israel, before no bo, before America. Last week, before was by. Much I don't say, papa. Son, say so TV, so on the side. I'm sorry, I say, papa, no, the word they rough. I'm saying, yeah, I'm my dear. No,
or the Bamako see her.
4 months you see, I use celebration. I want Panta. I don't friend me. Tiao, what's it? This man is a very wicked man. So you know all this divine message, and we're keeping it. Now you're going to die before you are bringing this thing out. Because it is not guitar.
I see.
Why is this man so wicked? Because look at your hair. Now you are almost dying.
You've kept it for
now
all
you
this
are
while.
bringing this message. How so wicked is this man you are? Oh, Baba, what wonder? Mama, ancient Hebrew for no. I say, Odi for Azaya, a Hindi no can was some no. And now you say, I bury you say. No can kaya. Who would you have say?
22. They shall not build and another inhabitant.
What's I?
They shall not build and another inhabit. They shall not plant and another eat. For as the days of a tree are the days of my people, and mine elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands. They shall not labor in vain, nor bring forth for trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed of the Lord, and their offspring with them. 24.
Yes.
And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer.
Yes.
And while they are yet speaking, I will hear. 25. The wolf and the lamb shall feed together, and the lion shall eat straw like the bullock, and dust shall be the serpent's meat.
Yes.
They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain.
Mountain means kingdom.
The Lord.
Mountain representing kingdom, symbolic. It is a kingdom, you know, and what is established in Israel 50 years in a fear woman. In fear the woman. Now we do main gate no. Main gate no symbol ni. Lamb.
The wolf and the lamb
shall feed together.
Verse 25 shall feed together, and the lion shall eat straw. There's a lion no only nipa. Only nam.
Oh, vegetarian life. Over 40 years in it. I don't know that. Yeah. Okay, Obey 120 years about basketball. Opa fe kwame sefa kan fe captain smart no mo smart bisano fe abeko santana bisano fe techima man hene nana amakunfi bisa obi nyina
amakoko
that is it obi na 130 years on e ma on na gere wo life and then obi na 40 years e kwampa no wonya ne mo example
menopause me mfia aduru no mpe
time eno to le che say 2 words no the telling here word no aba
the two prophetic words.
If you want to be a member of this world down the train na fi yanko he na ejire ewiase me yankopon enye Christianity in sense say the honomo no kan ka say ye de afu ebi no honomo
bia oba de de
omo ti kuo no omo ti mu kingdom no en fe wonum ni nipa omo wo kwampo no omo nu be motwempo 15 years ni omo wo no omo nu 8 mpo
again brankata na omo bo ho
and the divine life and papa ni can break the economics na wie no ye wie se ya ba afi na be hwe omo wale omo ne no som omo di die
na so
a kire wo
ya me ya
me say ewi na ba na amafo nye huru say ye ye amafo adwe free enkwaje so na oba hada me hu pen me no hia pen nko hu ya se no me hu say ntema akoshe ya hu na kwa say obi na yeyen e bi afi say bete efie so a MPP NDC MPP NDC sa na watchuna so entino and some prophetic messages no omo ya dwene afiri so on sa hu ju so ka say sana economy ze kwampo no amafo na etachira to hwe homa and no control yen sana yakwa nyankopon no so pepepe
right ye bre no aso no asa bia no ayekitua bia mami o so wo yes ne nefa ubenya nke mpon ye pon ye ma tana was price isa na mum na nyefa 10 minutes prior so few minutes
yes say it for MSC asene na time no entumi empedi kan sa no e de number no at to screen so
sure
so maboa yen
am say for numbers no any good screen na so no offer ya down kwa ene Israel Nkroma wo mo numbers no egu screen na so wetumi afre na woni wo mo edi nkomo bi say wo de ope bia fe so no say wo ya adwumako bi na wo pese wo saw the most watched program I tell you in the world Wake Up Africa obi a preso obehwe but modern never asane na ye bebo odwaton de nyina nso no ye bebo ho daru ede amma wo betimi so asan ahwe ye wo YouTube RTV GH wo betimi ahwe ana RTV Ghana ni nyina no obo a betimi ahwe ye na de ekọ so nyina no wasan atena se atibio won kwa mfa nhwe ho enye sesa asofo no ye no adofo nyina enhwe na monte no kwa asem no medin edina na akosua tachia aprebi medam penifo ase na mom no wo adofo mienu bi a obebo modi
na adofo mo mo bia na say wo mo be say ye ma program ni bi du ba ekunu bi du o mo kro mo no me no man was screen ase o mo tuma frɛ isi o ma o mo je si ya no na boost DVD say wo nyina no ko call from mo a obenya bi ato
number no mbo ma mini papa bi a na ni ye ne ya sabio na ni ehuna de eso otie de ekoso nyina ajada nkwa wo obi a obeka bibi a hwe wo mo
me de me chia adofo nyina e ka say me bebo obodin a
bibi
ba be ni pa bone enti no me chia obi bibia na o twetwe mu nkofo bi nti on de no bo mu di na chese na twato me mu obi adi
me akwa kan ma mu bi
kwa me obi wo ko no mudumase kan say ho na me ko school nti twata me dendende ena ba ko bi mu so friend na na kwa me bu aben on de on ko
no to kwa me mu anfi me ma mu bi mu abusa ko enyo na me na mama na ti wa mo di adon wo numbers are over friend na odi agi nchechwe mo and they say the episode of Medino 02077 okay 0207782 482 0207782 and 0244 686557 0244 686557 offer Israel also Israel Nkroma ai obe Joso na ono edi enkomo ya kramu nyina yeda ye crew members nyina so asenyankopon hwamo na eda foforo no ye besan ehia bi meche na wotwe senne ye besan ehia Royal TV so ye ene edi kanfo wa mama ye say bibi man ye sorry